Hello everyone, I'm Rob Smith, the Smith the Black channel here, TikToker, and we got a little bit of a snoozer. And so let's take a look at what we got here. If we go to the SPY. So we've been talking about the broadening formation that we're trying to get out of here. So you look at this weekly on a Wednesday, look at this. We opened at 422.59. We're trading 422.71 on a Wednesday. That's bad, right? If you compare that monthly opening, the opening, yeah, 422.57. So I mean, look at this. So if you go the outside day yesterday, if you go to the upper left, right? So we had the inside day, and we took out both sides. And this morning we slightly tick up over the outside bar. And so what that does on the 60 here is all that does is grow the broadening formation by a few cents, right? And so that's all. That's what we got. So we had inside 60 down. So now you can redraw this. So I keep saying, how are we going to get out of here? And what's that going to look like? So if you just take that off, hey, come on, man. This, this high now, 423.26, and this was 423.21 by 5 cents. You now have a higher high, like so. So if I blow this out, you can see the broadening formation that we need to get out of, and we are stuck in there. Like so here. So yeah, you had more over in here, but you can see this higher high, lower low. And so for right now, it's still a two up, but we go to conflict. And what that means is we took out the high, but we're red. So just like yesterday, potentially we can go all the way down and take out yesterday's lows. Now, whether we can do that today or not is another story. But until that changes, we're closer to being a two up, two down for tomorrow. But we still got some day left. And let me shrink this back down for you. And go to QQQ. Q's dead in the middle, inside day, right? So still dead in the middle. You're still green on the week, inside month. So a lot of this stuff you got to be real careful about drying up. Dow Jones Diamonds, a little worse, albeit think still inside day. Yep, inside day for the diamonds and inside week. So until that changes, we're trying to stay on these story stocks, and we do have small cappers once again now drying up as well, taking out slight higher high and then going red. That's conflict, albeit here in the month. You got the inside month, pokes down and back up. So the month's still good, but just drying up. The broader average is just drying up. So normally what we're trying to find out here is where we can find the discernible strength and weakness in sectors. We're not having a lot of that, but we can talk about memes. Those have been our bread and butter, right? Now you got GameStop can have earnings, right? For whatever that's worth. But right now, big inside day and going towards the highs, right? And you just notice this on the 60 minute, slowly but surely channeling walking up with the slight triangle out. And now inside 60, so we'll see earnings coming out this afternoon. Well, that should be interesting. So if you go to something like space, here, one of the things you look for too is like, once you start to fail too and miss, you go take out one side and you start coming back through. The closer you get to here, the more likely we think that's going to happen, right? Because we know outside bars exist. So certainly can watch space. It's in conflict with the inside weak to the upside, but it already hit its magnitude. When you go inside like this, the magnitude is to take that out, which it did, right? So then the question is, did the buyer step up? So far, not today. So we'll see how that goes. If we go to BB. And BB just stuck in here cooking inside week, so just be aware of that. And then Bloodbath, two up, two down on the day. So there's a couple little trades that were in here that we look for, right? This is what you look for. Taking out the previous low, taking out the previous high, and then boom, these two become an outside bar of that, right? So we're going to look for that kind of setup all the time. It's like BB coming up on the day. It's like BB did on the shorter term have this. You see these two inside 30s and then move up. So there was that over there. And if there was, it's also Wednesday, which means crude oil day. And so you can see the crude went outside 30 to the downside after that number and coming in. So once again, outside day yesterday and then still coming back through, kind of like the SPY, even though the SPY was red. If we go to some discernible strength we've known about here is IBB. And IBB, once again, is that inside month, pokes down, rev strat month coming up, right? Inside day to the upside. And we've known about that a little bit. And so here in the 60, what are you doing here? Now 60 pokes up, slight higher high, slight lower low. So hopefully you can get something going above this. 160.70, which you are there right now. We've known about a few of them over there. ALNY here, an ALNY trying to go inside 60 the upside, but that's once again just like the IBB. Inside bar, pokes down, rev strat, boom, coming back through the previous range. ALNY. BMRN. And BMRN having a nice little day here. Inside day to the upside, also an inside week. And that same pattern on the monthly. Take out the high, take out the low, and then you come in to look to take this out. At 81.75, you did it, so we'll see if that sets up again. If we go to Jazz Farm, and Jazz Farm taking out this on the weekly. Slight lower low, and then boom, 2-2 back up by taking out this low. These two become an outside bar of that. So hit its magnitude, so we'll see what goes on there. If we go to Sarepta, and Sarepta having a nice little day here too. Pokes down on that weekly and then comes back through. Still inside of the month, but this is what you look for in the dailies. Nice long green bars. The up, the rest, the measured move. See if we can take this out. 85.48. If we go to Yelp, and Yelp coming in on the day now. So I was trying to go up there because you have that inside week, the rev strat month, and now on the daily backing off. So we'll see. If we go to LX, LX hits magnitude as well, but this is what you look for: the inside bar, the poke down, the one inside bar, the two down, and boom, these two became an outside bar. That hits magnitude and stalls out like a lot of things. NVAX. And NVAX having a nice day going toward the highs. Now we've known about an inside month, but you can see how bright green that month is. There's a lot of room in there, right? So then that weekly had that inside week. It's still working its way back up through the range. If you go to a 15, you're going to see what they did to him here. You see how this was below all of this? This is how they stop them out. And now here's your two down, two up, and you're in. And you can take these guys out and hopefully keep going. Now we're cooking an inside 15er. If we go to Fate, and Fate, two down, two up on the week, all right, just kind of grinding higher on this 15er, so you want to be aware of that, but it is green and trying to come back through here. Now taking an inside 30 to the upside. IVR, let's see what this thing's doing. IVR, little guy, coming up. Month, inside month, pokes down, rev strat month coming back up, and here's that previous ranger coming through on that weekly. You can see that. Boom, 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 pivot machine gun. Now we'll see if we can go all the way and take this thing out. 460. It's almost there. We've had strength we've known about in the REITs. It's just a real grind here as of right now. You can see that where it's just taking out yesterday's highs but barely going, and we know we've been watching the PSA and the EXRs, but right now just kind of a grind. Sarepta goes to the highs as I speak. If we go to ALT, and ALT, boom, outside 3-day Momo hammer. Anybody got short in here yesterday? They got trapped right here. Boom, stick it to them. Inside week to the upside on the month. Not inside, but coming back up in green. So Alt having a nice day, and you can see that's a little fast. We'll see what the 15er looks like. A little tricky on that one, so you'd have to go down to a smaller time frame, but we'll see. If we go to play, and play, just skirting yesterday's highs, not really going, but this is what we're looking for in that month that you want to know about, that inside month, the poke down, and then anytime you're above this, 46.53, which are there, we can look for more setups. If we go to, let's see, right now on the Qs, in the 60, if we're going to get anything out of these things, even though it's an inside day, we can expect reversals because it is an inside day, and there's that inside 60, pokes down and now taking this out, 337.87. So above that for the next hour, somewhat gets our attention. If we go to Twitter, and the tweets, just looking for those reversal months. 2 down by taking out the low, 2 back up. For the rest of the month, Twitter over 58.61. All right, and still trying to walk up that stuff. If we go to Riot Blockchain, and Riot Blockchain, this is what you look for. Once again, the 2 down, stop all these guys out. Anybody's long in here, they stopped them out yesterday, and then boom, back to the previous range. These two become an outside bar of all that, which then causes the outside week. Still handling inside month, but plenty of range on that. You always can watch that with the Bitcoin. If we go to BLI, and BLI, here's a measured move on the 60. The up, the inside 60, and now looking for the measured move of this. Looks like we're getting it right there, and if that works, right, you still have the 2 up, 2 down, and coming up. And then the inside month, the poke down. Now, if you can take this out, you get more gusto over 50.45. So you got some room on that. But it's always what we like to look for is if something works, what will that leave us down the road? If you go to Tilray, and Tilray coming up here a little bit, and you can see that on the month. It's a little hard to see down here, but it was a 2 down and a 2 reversal back up over 1874. So far so good. Look right now trying to see if we can get an inside 60 out of that. If we go to Smile Direct Club, and Smile Direct Club having a nice follow through day after yesterday's inside day to the upside. 2 down, inside, up. That's a 2-1-2 reversal, right? That triggers that. And if that works, once again, you go to the month, and you'll see the inside month, the poke down, and then boom, RevStrat month here over 1077, where you're sitting right there. If we go to HA Airlines, inside on the 60, but HA, here you can see that monthly, the lower low, the back to previous range, boom, these two become an outside bar of these two, you see, using that inside week. So just a little bit of exhaustion there. We'll see what comes of that. Dada from yesterday, gap list, still going. We call this Momo Hammer. Like anybody who got short here yesterday thinking this was going to fill the gap, they got trapped today. Boom, take them out. And it's a reversal on the monthly. It's been a lot higher, which we always like. 2 down by taking out the lows, and then boom, back up. If we go to AMSWA, having a nice little day here itself. And you can see that once again, there's that setup, the inside bar month, the down, and the boom, off she goes. So we'll see if anything comes of that. On the downside, we had some home builders. ITB, not really getting killed, but it's coming back through this range, and that's something I'd want to know about, because you've got this. You had this big down move, now these sideways weeks. So you want to see if you can use that, the down, sideways, measured move, and clobber these things. We'll see. How's DHI doing? And you can see that 2 up yesterday, and then the reversal today coming back through that range. It's a very similar pattern on that weekly, like so. So we'll see if anything comes of that. We got Ride. Still having problems after yesterday, and inside on the 60 now, so we'll see what comes of that. RPRX, and RPRX, 2-1-2 reversal day. 2 up, inside, back down. So we can look for some more follow through on that. Looks like I'm running out of time, but just a few more. Wendy's on the memers, trying to see if we can take this out and coming back into the gap with UPS. And UPS takes that last month's lows. So now it goes inside in the 60. That tells us to look at FedEx. Here, FedEx having some problems, and now taking out last month's lows. And so that's weighing on the transports. IYT. Weighing on the transports. Outside day to the downside for the transports. If we go to CLOV in the gappers, here, now trying to firm back up. But if you go to the 30, it starts to come in right here. That's a 2 up. There's your 2-2 reversal. These are 2-1-2 continuation. So there's a nice chunkers in there. If we go to Dollar Tree, Dollar Tree's still inside month to start and still an inside week, but starting to drop, right? And so here, slight higher high, slight low and coming down because we're still looking to take this out on the month because this was an outside bar, this is the reversal, and we're still closer to these bars becoming an outside bar of that. But outside of that, a little quiet. So we'll hold on here and see what GameStop has to say about earnings. All right, that's going to do it for today. I'm up to the Smith Black channel here. Take your talk. Strat Time Report.